Hey, welcome in everyone. It's Wednesday, October 3rd, 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Welcome to Purchase Pulse. With us on set today, fresh from the golf course, Purchase Pulse contributor and Purchase College senior in the Design Technology program, the one, the only, my good friend, Jamie Roderick.
How's it going,
I'm glad
Kyle?
you made it in.
Yeah, thank you.
Fresh from the golf course, Carly.
Oh.
He loves his golf courses.
Oh my, we went there, didn't we?
We did.
All right.
And we're going to go away from it now. Joining us later in the show, you've seen him on Purchase Late Night as the host. He's now starting up his own online network. The Oprah of Purchase College will be pulling up a seat at the table to fill us in on life, his new network, and more. Back on set, though, she's joining me again, as always, the beautiful, intelligent, back for another year, the beautiful Purchase College senior, Carly Eden Smith. Thanks for joining us, everyone, for a brand new year, and thank you guys for joining us.
Of
you, Kyle.
course.
How's things going?
So
Good?
far, so good.
I'm glad you came back, Carly. And Jamie, I'm glad to see
Well,
that you're
you finally
dry,
paid me.
ready to go. Absolutely, absolutely. Cool. So we got to talk about a couple things right off the top of the bat. This year has been busy.
Yes, it has.
Carly went to a premiere of something new. What is this, Carly?
This is the Beat magazine that our journalism professor, Andrew Solomon,
Yeah.
and his Beat of Music class started last semester, and it finally came out, and it's gorgeous.
Hold that up. Let's show the
The
viewers.
graphics are amazing here.
What caught me, I'm definitely more broadcast swayed, but this is awesome. The
I
college just
mean,
recently said they're going to
yeah.
fund it. Is that correct?
Yeah, President Schwartz actually came to the launch party and told us a little tidbit about how he saw this and didn't even realize that it was of Purchase product. So, and then he announced that he loved it so much that he was gonna help fund it. So it's really great. They raised $5,000 all by themselves on
Wow.
the Kickstarter website.
Beautiful. And our own Sean McVeary, if you guys don't know him, I really don't know him that well. A roommate of mine used to be in a band with him. So check this out. And you know what
It's
I
really good.
noticed in here? They kind of ripped us off a little bit.
Did they?
Yeah, I was almost upset a little bit.
What do you mean?
I really wasn't. Hang on, where was it? Let me flip through this real quick. I'm going through this one day,
I'm scared.
and I'll
I'm
tell you what
scared.
happened is, you know what I saw? Is they were almost stealing our thunder. Oh, it must be in the back. Hang on, where is it?
Stealing our thunder.
Well, I guess I can't find it. But anywho, it's in here, and there's a section called, oh, here it is. The Pulse of Purchase.
Uh-oh.
They stole it from us, the Pulse of Purchase. Anywho, that's that. No, we're really happy for him. Pick a,
What I'm upset about is that I'm in the front picture, and I look hideous. I look like a gangbanger because it was Halloween, and I was a chola.
whoa,
I was a
okay.
chola.
Look at the time. No, I'm joking. Awesome. Seriously, congratulations to everyone on the beat. If you want to help out, be sure to talk to Andrew Solomon or one
Yes,
of the other
email
people.
them at the Beat magazine at, what is it?
Beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Gmail, I don't know. We'll post it on our website and our Twitter.
The Beat at pc@gmail.com.
Beautiful, beautiful. Moving on, though, tonight's a big night, Jamie.
It is. We're the first debate of this presidential
I
election
never thought
season.
it would get here.
It's we've got 5 more weeks left. It's going to be an interesting 5 weeks. We've seen the polls go from about even to now this, lead for Obama. So tonight will either mean nothing or will mean a whole lot.
So coming at it tonight, it's at the University of Denver, Colorado. People are expecting, I've been watching some of the other media outlets, and they're expecting they say that generally incumbent presidents don't win the first debate, which winning the debate I think is all subjective to begin with. You agree?
You don't really win.
That's, I
debates.
I might think they win, you might think they lose.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, what's going to happen tonight? What's going to come out of this? Is anything?
Well, I mean, going back to what you said, does the debate mean anything? Well, when you're debating, but you're not debating policy, you're debating over what is actually fact, it's pretty hard to have a real debate.
Yeah, and we should note tonight's topic is domestic policy.
It is.
So expect everything to go healthcare,
Yeah.
wars going on.
Which may be
internal.
very important for Obama that it's domestic policy and they'll stay away from what's currently going on in Libya and some of these other incidents that he's being hammered for, whether right or wrong. But you can see that they're right now. Obama is currently in training for what appears to me to be the defense on his domestic policies.
Yes,
He's been
I
in
agree.
Nevada for the past couple days, and that is one of the places that the housing crisis hit the strongest.
Yeah.
So for him to be there, maybe preparing to defend himself on his stimulus, is a little scary to me that he's already putting himself on a defensive platform for
Yeah.
tonight. And you see that Mitt Romney is currently in training, the media is having a field day with the fact that he's been preparing all these zingers for months. And what does this
That's
really
the big
mean?
word, zinger.
It's been tossed around for the past week
Yes.
like crazy. And what we've seen in the past is that the rehearsed moments do not serve well. It's improvised moments that do well.
Absolutely, and one would argue that that is Carly Mitt Romney's weakness, is that he
Yeah.
says these ad-libbed, off-the-cuff moments.
But they don't have any relevance to what's going on. They're just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
And I sort of think debates
confusion.
are won off of likability. You go way back to the first televised debate with Kennedy and Nixon. Nixon just got over the flu. He looked pale. He did not, some
Well,
contribute that to
sweating.
makeup.
And you had a young president who understood the
handsome
power of
looking.
television.
Absolutely,
But-
absolutely.
But we have seen interesting moments in debates with Romney in the past. I mean, the Rick Perry Romney moment with putting his hand on him.
Oh,
and
yes, the $10,000 bet as well.
The $10,000 bet. My turn to speak. Will that Romney?
Feisty.
Will that?
Sounds
will-
like Carly when we get out of here.
Will that Romney come back? I mean, they have also said, along with that, he's learning all these zingers. They're trying to make him more likable.
Yes.
Um,
And I heard it argued,
is-
though, that no one is going to beat, in this case, no one's going to beat Obama in a likability contest.
Well,
Ryan's not gonna do it, and Romney's not gonna
will
do it.
moments like that, if he puts on those gloves and pulls that on the debate, I mean, that is what Rush Limbaugh has been calling for on his radio show, is to see that Romney come back in this debate.
Now, Carly, what do you think about the notion that Romney, his MO is not to go on the attack? His mode of operation is to simply state the facts, show that he is the best thing for this country, yada, yada, yada. Do you think that...
I mean, that doesn't really necessarily impair him in any way, any form. I mean, I kind of like the fact that he doesn't attack. It's probably from his Mormon roots, but no, I mean, I'm serious.
Yeah,
I think that
okay,
probably plays a
okay.
big part in the fact that he's not just a little condescending at times or whatever. We've seen Obama say things,
Yeah.
like in a meeting with John McCain. He's like, "Well, you didn't win the presidency, so you did," and we're all just like, "What?" So,
Oh, I
but
see.
I mean, it doesn't impair him. Doesn't make him any better. I don't think so either. I think it's just kind of a neutral playing field.
Now, do you think that Romney not going on the attack, though, is going to hurt him in the general?
I think it's yet to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's also too early to predict if he's going to go on the attack tonight or not.
Do you think he will? Do you think that it would benefit him if he did?
I do. I do think it would benefit if he did. I think would be pandering to the audience that he needs to win over right now.
What do you say to people, though, that think he molds himself to the audience he's talking to?
I mean, we've seen it time and time again, and now this has become.
Let's not
in
say the
past-
bronzer word.
The past, well, that is, but the past 24 hours, we've seen this video again resurface. The Fox News claiming this is this big breaking video last night of Obama pandering to an audience in 2007.
Yes.
And it's something everyone does.
It's true.
It's a natural. I've seen you do it just ordering food. I mean, like, it's a natural occurrence. And for them to be spinning the Obama video in the way of, we're now going to talk about this as class warfare, that you are playing, you are only working for a lower class black community versus the American people. Well, that's wrong. But you see Romney pandering to an audience in doing things like the bronzer incident on a Latino news
absolutely.
channel.
And we got a note too. NYPIRG, our local organization, New York Public Interest Research Group, over 500 people registered at Purchase College. So we're really excited for that.
That's great.
That's
which
really
is
good.
which is very timely considering what's going on with voter ID laws.
Super.
So.
Coming up on Purchase Pulse, Mike Cronin joins us in the conversation. Stay with us.
It's not whether you win or lose.
It's how you play the game.
It's not whether you win or lose.
It's how you play the game.
Sportsmanship.
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 It's the right way to play the game.
It's the Purchase Panther way to play the game.
Go Panthers!
Welcome Welcome back to Purchase Pulse. It's 9 minutes after the hour, and joining us on set is Mr. Mike Cronin. Thank you for joining us today.
Mr.
Guys, how's it
Cronin,
going?
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, we got to tell you a little backstory. We had a little bit of a gentleman's agreement going on, and the fact is that we had a little bit of a gentleman's agreement in the fact that last year,
Yes.
Cronin hosts, Purchase Late Night, and we had a deal. We would come on his show if he would come on our
Right.
show. So we're fulfilling a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah,
The debt has been paid.
The debt has been
completely-
paid. We are done.
Yes.
My life, I can leave here happy.
yeah. I completely forgot. That's right. We had and it was like, oh yeah, I'll go. And then school ended. But
And then whatever that thing is, the
Yeah,
school,
summer, that happens.
whatever happened. Cool. So you got a lot ahead of you right now that's going on.
yes, I do.
How do you fit in school?
Not well so far. No, it's tough. I'm taking mostly easy-ish classes.
Because
It's-
you're on what major? New media?
I'm arts management.
Arts management. Okay.
Yeah.
Barbara.
Yeah, that's the hard one. That's the tough one. Fundraising in the arts.
Yes.
And then I knew I was going to be crazy, so I was like, I need like a cool class. So I'm taking circus skills.
Awesome.
It's the best class. If you guys, you're like graduating and stuff, but
Yeah.
best class ever. You just
She
literally,
is. This is it.
it's
awesome.
It's great.
It's a
great.
circus in here every day.
Naturally.
Well, tell us. So you have started something called the Late Night Network.
Yes.
Tell us, and what everyone it's about, because this is a really big thing that's coming
Yes.
across. And I tell you, I think you're going to see a lot more of it across college campuses. I really think you are.
So the Late Night Network, it's an online streaming network. You can go to Facebook / the Late Night Network. You can stream onto there. We're going through Ustream,
Okay.
which is how we managed to do this. It's an absolutely phenomenal program.
Yeah.
I almost said it's like an Apple program because it's just like really like click this stupid, like the camera's really simple. It's like I want that, I'll click that. It's great. And we went and we bought a bunch of microphones. And what's funny,
Wow.
you guys have these fabulous correct size cameras, and we have these tiny little webcams. It was funny on the tripods. People were like, "Where are the cameras?" It's like, no, that is the camera. It's this. But
Wave of the future.
yeah, it's amazing. It's like this. I couldn't have done this, even
Yeah.
like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't work.
So tell us. So you're taping Purchase Late Nights live to tape, and you show it.
Right. So we just finished taping last night.
Okay.
And then we're going to air right after you.
Tonight.
Tonight, and it's gonna be. It's nice. I like being able to edit some stuff. And I tell you, it's so weird looking at that. We just film straight through. Like
Yeah.
you're not going to show it, but there are
Uh-oh.
footage right now of like you guys sitting at a table and something like that.
Yeah.
So it's
that's
so
the stuff that'll get you in trouble.
Yeah. Well,
Carly.
it's so bizarre watching. It's like, hey, we're here with the Purchase Late, and the cameras are off, and I'm like, well, that went good. It's like such a
Makeup,
a
hair.
step. Yeah.
Awesome. So it's going well though.
Yeah, so far it's going really, really well. We had a lot of people tune in on our first. We had 82 different people.
Love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's and what's crazy is that.
We got our own makeshift Nielsen ratings right here.
Yeah, no, I actually did. I like by the minute, and then I felt stupid because of course Ustream has metrics that already make a nice graph. But I
Isn't
was
that
like,
something?
Hey,
Isn't
yeah.
that something?
I am a metric junkie. I look at just like as I spend probably 2 hours a day just looking at not even like the content I make. It's like, oh, when was here? What did that? How did
and that's why he runs the network. We just do our
Yeah,
show.
we
no,
just do our
We
show,
do our
yeah.
show. Now we got to talk about something real quick. There was this asinine rumor that there was a feud with PTV. I read a beautiful article. That was done. Not true, right? What's going on with this?
The first I heard about the feud was when I was told that I was in it.
Which usually happens.
Yeah, it was like, hey, how's that fight going? I was like, what? It was just silly. I don't really understand. If you think about it, all right, so they wrote this article, but the article itself was really nice. And
Yeah.
it was extremely truthful.
Yeah.
And
It was really, honestly.
The quotes were like, I was like, oh, the managers are going to do a great job. And then they went to the PTV managers, and the PTV manager was like, yeah, he's a friend of the station. This is going to be fine. We love it.
Yeah.
And the article
And
was really
apparently
nice.
that means you hate each other.
Well, yeah, but then they made this goofy graphic of PTV versus Lightning Bolt Purchase Late Night. And it was
I
like,
saw that.
what? I mean, I'm going to be honest. it's a really cool graphic.
And what do they say? All press is good press. Not
All
necessarily,
press
but it like.
Well,
We're
but-
such a small campus. We can't have feuds. Like,
Well, I know,
we
it's
have
just-
to love each other.
But here's what I want to say.
Yeah.
It was very silly, but I called one of the editors,
Yeah.
and I just instead of like, because I was almost gonna like write a retort, and then I was like,
Yeah.
this is gonna escalate, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
So I just called him, and I was like, dude, did you read the article? And he's like, yeah, it's really nice. I'm like, then what's the graphic? And he's like, you think it's wrong? I'm like, kinda. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll take it down.
And
Boom.
that's what I love. The
Taking it down.
collaborate. Yep.
It was,
I love
it was fantastic. I
Yeah.
was so pleased. It was really professional,
Yeah.
and I just really liked it.
Now, Carly, this thing might stick around for a while, right?
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it does too. What's going on forward? Because you're a junior.
I'm a junior, right? So,
So-
we have,
got another
this
year.
year and then
Yeah,
next
we're
year.
done.
Yeah, you guys
music-
are.
yeah,
You guys
sad
would have
music.
two
You guys are
other
gone.
people
Yeah,
here.
or
Hopefully.
something. Yeah, that's another story. But yeah, so you're a junior. What's the longevity of this? How are
Well-
you going to continue it?
This year, we're really focused on just getting everything together. Maybe
Okay.
maybe as short as the semester, and doing a couple like going around and collecting footage.
Yeah.
So it's like if we know a really good filmmaker, that's we have student film showcase Mondays at 10.
Yeah.
And-
Derek Garcia's film, was it on?
Yeah, fabulous. Derek Garcia.
Oh, he's
we,
good.
we have.
I did a voiceover for him one time.
Yes, you were on the original episode. I should have told you that. At night. Kyle McKenzie. And I
Wish
didn't,
I knew. Yeah.
I didn't know when he handed me the footage, so it's just this, and it was, and then Kyle McKenzie started talking. And it's like, what?
I thought I heard the earth shake a little bit over and over.
But it was,
It wasn't Carly coming home either.
Hey.
it was really cool. And I think next year we want to start becoming more like a service. Like if you have a recital, we will come film it. If you
Yeah.
have
Oh.
a stand-up special, well, no, we will try and organize some stand-up specials, things like that. We'll try and
think it's great. I
be
think it's
more of a
great.
service. And if we get, if we grow faster than I think, and we typically do, that may start happening. Like we're filming, we're using another Pop Proof of Purchase, their production company,
Yeah.
and I'm giving them guys from my staff to film South Bay Cabaret really nicely, so we can like pan cameras and cut and stuff, and then we'll air that. So we're trying to collaborate with all the groups on campus that are trying really hard.
that's
Arts
great.
Management Club is really,
Yeah.
we snapped you guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it's a great place to, a little collaboration, and
yeah.
I think it's a nice place to come together because I don't think some of the other outlets on this campus did that. I think they tried to, but I don't think it necessarily had the,
Yeah.
the actual tools to do it.
Right. Well, you can't. You have to have the tools, the tech, and the people. Because if you have like tools
Isn't
and tech is
that
the same
true?
thing.
It's the
Yeah.
most true.
If you don't have someone who's willing to give the time, they can be the smartest person in the world, and it doesn't matter. So we're really looking for people who absolutely give a crap.
Yeah.
Um,
What a concept.
It's great. And actually, our freshmen for Purchase Late Night, the writing freshmen, they are doing a phenomenal job, and I love it. It's like, oh, they like they're really trying, and they think we're really cool, so they're like, we got to get together and do writers' meetings.
That's
it's
awesome.
fabulous.
What's the incentive for people that come off the streets to do this? Well, not
Um,
literally, but from the purchase street.
You.
I know. That's where we found Carly one day.
I
Sitting in the
was
Newburger
homeless.
all alone. I said, Carly, come on, we got
happens.
something. We got some stuff
She's
for you to
just
do.
sitting underneath a painting.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, if you're on this campus and you are really, really trying and you want people to see your work, we want to show it. Like that-
Absolutely.
That we want to see people who are really, it's high quality, they've taken the time to do the camera stuff, they know.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's absolutely great, and I love it. I love it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Carly, have you seen this yet?
And I have not.
You have not? What do you mean you have not?
I've been busy, Kyle.
Been busy. yeah, Carly, we gotta talk. We got a Starbucks date after this.
I'm your
Yeah.
boss, I can fire you.
Oh no!
We're like Rosie to Oprah. No, we're
Yeah,
not.
no, I
we're
love the
not.
Oprah thing. I love the Oprah thing. I think that's
I
hilarious.
think it's true though, and I honestly, in a way, it's hard to start up a show, let alone a network.
Oh, yeah.
And I give you a lot of credit for doing it.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
it's been fun.
Mr. Cronin, thank you so
Thanks
much
so
for
much for
coming on. We
coming.
love having you on our program. We
great.
want you to come back, okay?
Oh, yeah, no, I
Be
wanna
sure to
be
watch
back.
Purchase Late Night tonight on the Late Night Network at 11:30. Again, that's 11:30 tonight. We'll be back. This is Purchase Pulse.
get a beautiful shot of Purchase College. And with us on set now, Purchase College senior and the world-renowned broadcast editor for the Purchase College online media organization, The Brick, Bianca Clendenin.
Yay!
Welcome, girl.
Bianca, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
How is everything? So we have important stuff to talk about.
Oh, yes, always.
Um,
Journalism business.
We're gonna be. Let's talk. We're gonna be doing a little collaboration with The Brick.
Yes.
In terms of we're
yes.
gonna feature some of your stories, videos, zines,
Anything.
tweens, all this other stuff on Purchase Pulse. So tell us about. So what's going on with that?
As some of you guys know, we had Brick TV. It started in 2009, and
Yeah.
it hasn't. Last semester, it took a hiatus, and a lot of the older alumni or whatever graduated, and I'm since the new editor, I didn't know what direction I wanted to do with Brick TV. I didn't know if I wanted to do it, and most of the video department graduated, left, and I have two great, awesome interns right now, Chris and Brian.
on camera and
Thank
Brian
you,
on
guys.
camera.
And it's just right now it's the
thank you
three
guys,
of us.
seriously.
Yeah, thanks guys. You guys are awesome.
They
so
are
far.
awesome.
And it's just the three of us, and it's
Oh.
really hard to run, as you guys know, to run a
Impossible.
TV show, whatever, a weekly show, whatever, with no department. And
Yeah.
it's hard to get like,
Just a little, Carly.
oh, yeah, and
Gotta pull some teeth, literally.
Yeah, that's right.
and I've worked with you guys before, and
Yes.
I thought this collaboration would be a good idea to
Absolutely.
keep Brick TV somewhat alive and have our videos shown and work with you awesome people.
Oh, well, we are so happy. We
Oh,
should rename this.
shucks.
We should, instead of, we've got to name this segment, Brick TV segment or something like that. It's awesome. So how's it been going this year? I've been a part of the Brick, full disclosure, for a couple years now. I contribute articles to them. I did a couple videos, and had it's a nice place to showcase my work, to get it published.
Exactly.
And I think, I've been a part of a couple years, but I have to say, not that any year was bad, but this year it just seems like everyone's incredibly on top of their stuff. You as broadcast, Ole as, the editor-in-chief. What puts the Brick different this year as opposed to other years?
I think we've been more like on top of things. Like we have, we message each other. There's better communication amongst like the e-board and also with the interns and actual like staff. I think we just better communication. I think that was always a problem. We didn't always know like broadcast would do kind of our own thing and not really tell like what the writers were doing, and it's just like we're working more together and just like letting people know what's happening and what's going on.
Well, I have to say it shows. Did
Yeah,
you notice, Carly?
absolutely,
I mean, I definitely think it shows. Okay, why don't you use something you guys are also doing new this year?
Yeah, this year
Why don't you
we're
do that as
doing
I'm setting this up,
a,
okay? Old school style here.
It's a zine that we're doing once a week, because people
that a
forget.
bunny?
It's a cat, because
Aw.
everyone on this campus likes cats for the most
It's
part.
true, that's adorable.
I hope so.
So, yeah,
wow.
it's
So
a-
what? This is a physical document. Watch out, Indy. No, I'm kidding. We love the Indy too. Steph on camera is looking at us.
We're actually, I think they're using their own printing paper to do this. So
Wow.
we're trying to figure out if we can get funding,
Yeah.
but we're not sure yet. But
Isn't that the question for
everyone knows it's an online publication. So
Yeah.
people, I think the physical thing helps because I think people forget we're
Yes.
online.
Yes.
So some of the stories get shown. The stories about the news bus company that we have new buses, they're much
Yes.
bigger. So one of
You bus drivers who are
How
much
is that?
nicer.
Are
Yes.
they?
They're
I haven't
very
taken it yet.
nice.
yeah,
They're
the
very
bus drivers
nice.
are really nice, and just little artwork and we have the purchase loop schedule in a smaller
Oh,
thing. So
and it's going to Portchester now.
Yes.
Thank you,
There's a lot of
PSGA.
advertisements
Thank
for
God.
taking the Portchester loop.
I think
now.
that's great though. That's awesome. Now, where can they pick this up at?
Right now, I think we're just throwing them everywhere
Okay.
on campus.
Yeah.
So I think they're usually done by Mondays. So just look for them anywhere. We're usually probably the same spots where other little where the indie might be.
Okay.
Random places on
Super.
campus.
Well, let's feature right now. I don't know if anyone's been by the Quad. I remember hanging out there freshman year. You do too, right, Cronin? Carly, I remember we used to have a lot, people play guitar.
Oh, there was guitar. It's one guitar player every 5
barbecues, yeah.
feet.
I saw Laura from Teleprompter over there one time. So let's watch
Quad
real
was
quick.
amazing.
Quad was
Chris
great.
Petruccio, one of the videos, you can find this on thepurchasebrick.com. Let's just
Yes.
watch a couple seconds of it.
Here at SUNY Purchase, we're all well aware of the construction going on around campus. One of the most affected areas is the Quad, where freshmen and underclassmen would go and hang out and just have a good time, but now they can't. Here's some reactions from some
I'm
of the
Stephanie
students.
Blum, a senior arts management major.
So you've been at Purchase College for 4 years now. During your freshman year, what was it like experiencing, what once was the Quad?
We would play in the snow. There was a lot of snow my freshman
freshman and you just got to your dorm, you just got all moved in, and you look out your window and you see this. What's your first impression going to be?
It's not gonna keep me up at night.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hi, Scott. I love those two guys.
Hi.
But for the sake of time, we gotta go back. No, I think that is wild. And thanks to Chris Petruccio on camera.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, that's our man.
That was very
very,
nice.
very nice. I just think it's wild. So what's going on? They're redoing it because of the dining hall, or?
I know, like they're trying to add a ramp or like for like people with like wheelchairs and stuff like that for the dining hall. So I know that has something to do with that
Yeah.
part of like
But they
the quad.
tore up
But they tore up
the entire earth.
I guess they figured like we're doing one part, might as well rip everything else apart. But it's supposed to be done in October sometime.
That's not happening.
Supposedly, so we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll-
wow.
The thing with
keep you
purchase,
updated
ever
on
since
that.
we were freshmen, it's always been construction,
Construction.
and I swear it's the same mound of dirt, like
They move
everywhere.
it.
They
Just
just don't
moved.
do anything
I
with
remember
it.
being in Crossroads and my
Yes.
first day. Bup, 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 bup. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know what it was. Bup, 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 bup. I go in my first class, dramatic structure it was, and it's a jackhammer going off. It's like 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Bup,
Oh,
bup,
they
bup,
don't
bup, bup,
care.
bup.
They don't care.
It's
They
wild.
don't
Did
care
you
if they
see
get
the
up early.
memes that Cronin makes on his website?
Oh yeah, we got it. Yes.
Yes.
The
There's
Late
this
Night
one.
Network.
There was this one about the jackhammer, and it's like a laughing construction worker, and it was like we told them we were gonna start or something like that. I was dying. I was like, so true.
That was. Oh, what are they called? Memes.
No, they're called memes.
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 My
Yeah.
bad.
No,
It's
those.
okay.
I'm an old lady.
Yeah, no, you are.
I'm
that
a
was
Tumblr
funny.
junkie, so I know all the
Oh,
like
that
memes
was funny.
and stuff.
No, Carly, what about I gotta say, Purchase built, during the Rockefeller era with all the brick and whatnot, women's prison.
Mm-hmm.
I remember taking my tour here, senior year of high school. It was 09, February of 09, and it was not the most aesthetically pleasing place to come, but it's gotten better with the plaza. But if you
But that's about it. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed before there was handmaids in front of humanities, probably people don't know that. And I used to pass out on those all the time, never go to class. And now humanities
She
is closed
changed her
down, all the
habits.
teachers are everywhere, and as much as I appreciate that they're trying to make this campus beautiful, you're really screwing my life up. I can't find anyone, I can't find anything.
I see a great counselor
I
you can
am
go
lost.
to. I have a question. If let's say you're a freshman, what are you're in the quad? You're at Farside, one of crosses one of those, and you come out. How would your experience be different? Let's say you're a freshman today versus
I asked myself
years
what
ago.
I'd pay for because I feel like they should get a discount for the fact that they paid to be surrounded by construction workers.
That's
Like, I
yeah.
feel like it's a little ridiculous that they paid all that money and they get woken up at, middle of the morning when they
Yeah.
don't have to.
Yeah.
There's dirt everywhere. There's constant construction, loudness, things falling from the sky.
Now I do have to
Debris
say,
everywhere.
I'm glad at least they're doing construction, which shows they're trying to change it.
They're trying to change.
But
it.
the process of doing it, I think, is still it's still tough.
What about you just close the
Was
school
they
down
ever
for a
warned?
year and just do everything and then we can all come back?
Okay. Oh, that. Where are we going to send
I don't know.
you to?
Where are we gonna
New
where are we
Paltz?
gonna go?
Yeah.
New
No.
Paltz couldn't handle it.
Yeah, New Paltz cannot handle
I
you.
live too close to New Paltz.
I
Yeah,
think,
me
I
too.
think that's
I don't
funny.
want to
I
go to
think-
New Paltz.
I think it's tough though for the freshmen. I remember most of my memories. I remember having barbecues out there playing. What's the song? Santeria? I ain't
Yes.
got with the guitar.
I remember now everyone's hanging out in the Great Lawn, which
Yes,
is great.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Well, no, I definitely agree. Bianca, we can't thank you enough
Thank
for
you so
coming
much.
on.
You.
Definitely. Again, thanks so much, Bianca. Check out the Purchase Brick to get the latest news in the construction project epicenter known as the Quad of Purchase. When we come back, we'll tell you how we thought wide open on today's show. More Purchase Pulse in a moment. Hey, welcome back to Purchase Pulse, everyone. It's time to tell you what got us thinking wide open today. Cronin, we'll start with you.
I think it's really cool that the brick is trying to reestablish itself into the TV thing. I think that's kind of cool.
I agree, absolutely. Come on,
Hey, that's what matters. Trying. You just have to try.
Darn right. Bianca, what got you thinking wide open?
That was going to be my answer. Just like collaborating with other people and getting them
dedicated people to work together. Because like, why do we have these false like feuds? We're all
Absolutely.
students and we're all doing the same thing. So
Divided we stand. No, together we stand. Divided we fall. Divided we fall. Carly, how about you?
I really like the zine that the Brick is coming out with. Give something people hold and realize it's still relevant and still alive on campus.
Absolutely, there it is right there. And last but not least, what I learned is that, or what I got me thinking wide open is check out the debate tonight. It's your future and it's your president. Get out there, register to vote. With that, Carly, if it's Purchase Pulse, what's the name?
It's false time.
All right, but now it is time for Purchase Late Night with Mike Cronin. See you later.